Hello to everyone viewing this. Thanks for tuning in to hear about my adventure to the Milwaukee Public Museum and some interesting observations that I made about the different cultures and environments and the impact that they have on individuals' posture and gait. I know the suspense must be getting to you, so I'll get straight to the point. The first example deals with culture and how it impacts the female Menominee Native American posture. Women within the Native American culture were expected to gather materials including food, firewood, and build their homes. Their hard work was essential to the survival of the tribe. However, the physically demanding chores that they did from day to day did take a toll on their bodies. Women did have to carry heavy loads while gathering various materials, as shown in the picture. I hypothesize that the average female Menominee Native American suffered from rounded shoulders, a forward bent spinal column, greater flexion of the neck, and overall poor posture as a result of carrying heavy loads on their backs. I read an online article discussing the effects of carrying heavy backpacks on one's posture. The citation for this is shown in the description below of this video. The loads of backpacks and the extent that individuals walk with them is comparable to the loads that female Menominee Native Americans had to carry in their lifetime. The article mentions that to carry a heavy bag, the individual has to lean forward, and additional stress is put on the muscles, ligaments, and vertebral discs, causing the individual to bend forward. The long-term effects of carrying heavy loads on an individual is kyphosis and back pain. In today's day and age, we have more knowledge and research showing why carrying heavy loads is bad, yet we still do it within our culture. So from the days of the Menominee Native American women putting heavy loads on their back to the modern world of a student, both cultures have detrimental effects on our posture. I myself, as a college student, have experienced lower back pain after having my backpack on for long periods throughout the day and can definitely feel how uncomfortable my shoulders, neck, and back feel in that hunched over flex position. However, because we have the knowledge that we do, we know how to reduce the effects of carrying heavy loads on posture by distributing the weight within the front and back of the body. And then my second example refers to how the environment affects gait. So Alaska and other snowy areas can have a snowfall of anywhere from 1 centimeter to 5+ feet of snow on the ground at a time. The more snow on the ground, the more difficult it can be to walk through the snow. Eskimos were one of these populations that experienced altered gait and movement within their environment. So when walking through the snow, I hypothesized that Eskimos were required to flex their leg to a greater degree in order to move more effectively throughout their environment. The deeper the snow, the higher one has to lift their foot in order to clear the snow and take a step forward. Poor clearance of the snow can lead to a greater resistance and potential for falling over or stumbling. A useful tool that Eskimos used to walk in the snow was the snowshoe. In a study completed in 2012, researchers looked at the biomechanics of walking in snowshoes. This article is also referenced in the video description. They found that compared to walking on level ground, walking with snowshoes showed greater hip and knee flexion through the stance phase of gait, and that there was greater hip flexion during the swing phase. I don't know if you've ever had the pleasure of walking in snowshoes, but it definitely has a slightly different feel compared to when you're walking on the ground. In general, walking in a snowy environment in both cultures requires greater flexion of the leg in order to clear the height of the snow. However, a difference between the Eskimos' environment and my winter wonderland environment is that in today's culture, we have tools that make it more convenient to remove or reduce snow so that we don't have to walk in it, or to make it easier so that we don't have to alter our gait to such a greater extent. Well, I hope you enjoyed my vlog. I know this was a really interesting assignment for me to complete. It gave me a new perspective on how I look at other cultures and environments and how they affect various populations. I think this is extremely important to PTs because we will be working with other people from all different cultures, and we need to be perceptive of how we interact with our patients and how we assess them. Our goal as PTs is to best serve our patients, and this assignment has helped me to think of the bigger picture, which will ultimately help me be more successful.